Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I want to remind you that this Monday, coming Monday, February 3rd, is a national strike. National strike meaning you stay at home. We are not protesting. We are not going to the streets. Others will be, but you don't have to. So stay at home. If you don't have any business to do in town or moving around or putting fuel in your car or using a matatu, just stay at home. On Monday, we had one. The media gave it an intentional and deliberate blackout because they don't want to show that citizens can mobilize themselves, that we are capable without being herded to the slaughterhouse by politicians. We are capable of mobilizing. And we had like 20% closure of shops in Nairobi CBD. Other places, we may not have had the real picture, but we know in Nairobi there was significant closure. We also had a strike. We also had Kenyatta University students blocking the Thika superhighway. They had a lot of grievances, but the media, in their infinite stupidity, they went and said it was just because of a blackout, while the day before, the students themselves have been complaining that we don't like this new funding model. There are delays in our help, in our upkeep. Last week, the Kisii students were protesting in the streets. So, please, there are very many people with grievances. For instance, I'll tell you, in Meru, one student who had traveled all the way from Mombasa, Technical University in Mombasa, he had gone to see his girlfriend in Meru. Then the boy was stabbed by thugs. Then they realized that the motorcycle that was being used by the thugs is owned by the area chief. What did they do? They went and burnt the house of the area chief. Now that's the energy that we should be bringing. These people have insulted our intelligence for far too long. You go and burn that house. That one is still ongoing. The Meru issue has not been resolved. In Nakuru, there is another issue where there is a young man called Brian. Brian was just going to fish. He was going to fish. Then he was arrested by KWS officers. And then now they are playing dumb. They don't know where he went. They killed him. They killed him. So the grievances are far and wide in this country. So the best you can do to support us is just follow our instructions occasionally. For instance, the most basic, we have told business owners, remove President William Ruto's portrait from your shops, from your businesses, from your restaurants. It's your sign of protest. It is silent. There is nobody who will come to arrest you because you did that. This is the bare minimum, which shows non-violent protest sometimes is very powerful. That's why we've taken on the national strikes, because we want to hemorrhage. We want to hemorrhage their money, the taxes which they are using to fund the police who are coming to kill us, to abduct us. You saw yesterday, we call them the Mavoko 4 who have been missing. Two of them, one of the bodies was found in Roy, the other one at City Mortuary. Now, let me tell you something about Roy. Nurdin Haji of the National Intelligence Services, and I had run this thing like 2 weeks ago. He runs 3 black sites. One is in Mwehoko near the military barracks. One is in Garden Estate, and the other one is in Peponi Road in Nairobi. So if a body has been found in Ruai, then it goes without saying that reports we had that there is a black site in Mwehoko, then it corroborates because the body has just been found next door. So 2 bodies were found yesterday. Coincidentally, one of the people who were there had met with Okia Omtata before he went missing. What a fantastic coincidence, because even Kibet Bull, the day before he was abducted, he had just met Okia Omtata. We have these, I don't know, there are all these people who are looking to hijack the Gen Z movement. Okia Omtata, for instance, has even commissioned the services of an author to write a book, Okia Omtata and the Gen Z Factor. He was nowhere in the Gen Z movement. He was nowhere last year. I don't know where he popped up. He started saying that he's harboring political ambitions. He's talking about 2027. 2027 is your agenda as the old crop of politicians or the political establishment. Now I move on to the next topic, or the topic of the day, where I am extending an olive branch to the Kanu orphans. I am extending an amnesty because your behavior has become unbecoming. You're now trying to impose your own agenda. You're now even mentioning Gen Z in your conversations as if you were there, as if you supported us, as if you funded us. Did you fund any of the protests? Did you do anything? No, but you want to ride the wave. And this entitlement by these political scumbags has to come to an end. So what we are saying is very simple. I am extending, or we are extending, an olive branch to the KANU orphans, to the old crop of politicians, because now you're becoming too much. We have to now be serious. And when we try and tell you, no, we don't want this language that you're trying to impose, you guys are telling us about 2027. We don't have the luxury of waiting until 2027. People are being killed. Every week there is people who are being abducted and killed. So how many people will have been killed before the end of the year, let alone getting to 2027? You guys have the money to pay bodyguards, to pay your convoys, to pay their media idiots, to give you wall-to-wall coverage. You have the money for everything to live comfortable. That's why you're very politically correct. Even when you're criticizing Ruto, it's within the context of humor and sarcasm, as we are going hard, as we are tackling the issues of the day. So you guys have the luxury of waiting until 2027. We don't. So the language of 2027 is yours, it's not ours. And you are becoming too much, because now you're even poaching influencers and key figures in social media platforms to amplify your depravity and mental impotence. So KANU fans, you know yourself, anyone who has been in office, we were ready to onboard you. We were ready to embrace you, but now you're becoming too much. What are you talking about 2027? Because your kids are abroad, because your kids are going to high-cost schools, they are insulated from the vagaries of bad governance from William Ruto's murderous gangs. Because they are safe, you think now us, we are safe in the same way? We are moving from place to place. We are living in fear of being abducted, of being killed. I cannot even move anywhere. You guys can move all over the country. So it shows that you guys are somehow intertwined with the regime. In fact, it could be viewed that even this Gachagua guy character has been funded by the government to come and disrupt Gen Zs, because now our attention is moving from what had originally united us. Now we are talking about Gachagua. Don't forget that regarding Gachagua, don't forget that one of the items within the Finance Bill 2024 was the 1.9 billion allocation to his wife and his office. That was one of the things we were talking about. We were saying, how is this possible? What have they done? This is an unconstitutional office. The office of Gachagua's wife, but she had gotten a whopping like 594 million. For what? So we've forgotten all of that. And now we are embracing these guys. We can listen to their bullshit and their stale jokes. Me, I don't laugh at stale jokes. I saw you guys even laughing at a stale joke by Uhuru. What happens to you people once are you enamored by these thugs? You should not even be giving them airtime. So this is it. We are extending an olive branch. And let me tell you, this olive branch is time sensitive. Look at me. Look at me, you fucking KANU orphans. Look at me. This olive branch is time sensitive. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So take it while stocks last. We are saying that if you join us and we bring Ruto down, and you come and say publicly that you have no political objectives, you are just helping the Gen Zs to bring Ruto down. If you do that and you have it on record, we have it on your digital footprint that you said that publicly, when we get into office, we will not hound you, we will not investigate you, we will stick to the terms of this amnesty. And amnesties are legal and binding documents. There are amnesties everywhere. Even now, what is happening in Israel and Palestine is an amnesty. So we are going to extend an olive branch to you and tell you that we will not pursue you, because all of you are corrupt scumbags. You're filthy skunks. All of you, your names, your fingers, you've been dipping your fingers in the cookie jar. We know you. We just need to search the internet and we'll see a scandal identified to you. Can you imagine somebody like Ferdinand Waitito, who is now, it's almost like he's gotten a new lease of life now with Gachagua running around? We know all your scandals, and we are telling you that if you stop talking about 2027, if you join the Gen Zs, if you help us bring William Ruto down, then we will not pursue you. We will tell you, go and relax. Just don't be politically active. You go and relax at home. You can retire. Now, if you, let me tell you, we have already done the numbers, we have already done the computations, we have already done everything, all the analysis. Let me tell you, the June protest and the June wave of the revolution, it caught you, the political class, off guard, because if you look at my videos from the past, from even 2022, we had called it that this was going to happen because we know the cycle of politics. You guys are living in the past. We know what is going to happen with Ruto, that he's still going to live before 2027, whether you like it or not. So we are extending an olive branch, and you better take it. Stop funding bloggers. Stop funding influencers to come and tell us. So I saw some very stupid kid called Jim Jue. He comes here and says, hey, you are either with Ruto or Gachagua. Who the fuck is Gachagua? Where was he when we were protesting? You guys are even running the speculative fiction that Gachagua is the one who caused this revolution. How? What could he have done? He might have aggravated us and escalated and fast-tracked some elements of the revolution, but he aggravated us because of what was contained in the finance bill, not because he told people to go to the streets. And so we are extending this olive branch, and we are telling the KANU orphans, we are giving you an amnesty that if you stop talking about 2027, if you join us, if we topple Ruto, you will retire peacefully. If you defy, because many of you don't like listening, you know, I told you age is not a measure of wisdom. Even fools grow old. All of you are old fools. Now we are telling you, if you insist on doing your own campaigns, now you're launching your own political parties, I don't know, DAP-K, you're doing what, I don't know what, you're rebranding, you think that we are stupid, you think that we are going to allow you to steal our moment. No. We have waited for this moment for years, for centuries. Our freedom fighters are above. They are celebrating because we are taking it up from where they left off. So if you think that you're very smart, and you pursue your political agendas, whoever you are, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, you continue there talking about 2027, Martha Karua, Kashiedha, you continue talking about 2027 because you're smart. You guys are very smart. Now, you will be crisscrossing the corridors of power and jail. That's where you'll be going. Jail, court, based on all the scandals, because they are there, they're in the public domain, and the laws are there, and the judiciary, you just need to operationalize with more money and more capacity so that they can fast track, they can hear concurrently 100 cases at a go in the anti-corruption court. So please, we are extending this amnesty, and we hope you will listen. We are tired of this 2027 talk. It's almost like you people, you are disrupting us. You've been sent to keep us busy with this 2027 talk so that William Ruto can have the opportunity to rig the elections. You can see what happened with the censors ruling by the High Court. We are hoping somebody appeals it in the Court of Appeal, because now they want to cook numbers so that because Farah Maalim had said that there are going to be 500,000 new voters from the northern frontier. So you are talking about 2027 because you think, or you are under the illusion that we are going to have a free and fair election. As we want Ruto to step down in February, we have a caretaker government which is all inclusive from all professional bodies, all sectors, all religious institutions. We have a caretaker government which will oversee the structural overhaul that we want, the institutional overhaul that we want. Because what we've realized with you, Gachagua, KANU orphans characters, is that you really don't want change. Well, the only change that you want is William Ruto to go out, Kasongo to go out, Kaongo to go out. But you want to get in with the same system that you have gamed, the same system that you have profited from. That's what you want. And now we are telling you, as we want systematic overhaul, institutional overhaul. Who says that we could even have a constitution like the one for Switzerland, where a president only serves 1 year rotation? But that way we insulate our economy from the politics. That's what we want, so that it can be like Italy, it can be like Switzerland. They don't even care who the president is. Sometimes the president is just taking the subway with them. They don't even know who he is. But the economy is so strong because there is no influence. We don't have political meddling with the economy. So we need to isolate the economic elements of the constitution and the political elements and the legislative and the judicial. And we are giving you that amnesty. Please take it. Now, to the young people like us, the stupid people, Jim Jue, the Kaberia from Meru, let me tell you, these old people are tapping into your greed. If you have never stuck with old people, you don't know. You don't know the depths with which they would go, they would sink to achieve their ends. They pry on your greed. They pry on your ambition. Look at now the kids who have died. Look at the guy who died in Molo. It's called Raymond Richard Otieno. What was he doing? He was there going in meetings saying, I am the one who organized the maandamano. I am the one who organized the protest, while following politicians. You're just setting yourself up to die, because these politicians are telling you, come and follow me. Once we get to 2027, I'll give you a direct nomination. They are playing. And these politicians do not stick to their word. You saw the other day propagandists allied to Kenyakusha shit show. They were complaining they have not been paid. And that money has already been allocated. So you think that you're dealing with honest people. These are thugs. They're coming, they're telling you, like all the people who have been going to see Okiya Omtatah, they're going there, Okiya Omtatah promises you, I'm going to give you a what? I'm going to give you a direct nomination. Because you don't want to put in the work. You think that now there's going to be a wave, there's going to be euphoria, and as long as you have this ticket to this party, you're going to sail through. No! I told you we have done all the numbers. We have done all the numbers, and the medium age, the population data is showing that the majority of the population is between 17 and 18. So you guys don't mean shit. In the last election, 8 million Kenyans did not vote. They boycotted the elections. Another 4 million were qualified to register as voters, did not vote. So we have the numbers. What is this your people are telling you about tribe? Tribe stopped existing on June 25th. That's when we ended tribalism. So you listen, when you go there now, this politician A tells you, I'm going to give you a direct nomination. And so you're there, you've been given a promissory note. You're there just saying, Gashiada, morning till evening. Like that says rural bred retarded bastard called Jim Jue. Gashiada. Fuck you, man. Who is Gashiada in the grand scheme of things? What project did he do? Can he show us even a toilet, a pit latrine in his name that it was built? Every day it was just meetings. We are tired of these meetings. We are tired. And let me tell you, playing a solo game will not take you anywhere, you stupid idiots. You're seeing Caliph Cairo. He thought that the sun shines up his ass. He was there talking all the crap. Look at him now, cases back to back. Because all of you think, especially the young men of Kenyans on X, you think that the sun shines up your ass. You know, you guys, amwezi ambilika kitu. You're untouchable. You're untouchable. And we are trying to tell you it is in your best interest that Ruto falls. If Ruto now fell, if Caliph Cairo did not participate, did not join hands with Hanifa, with Boniface Mwangi, the head of the snake is Okiya Omtatah. Okiya Omtatah is the one who has sabotaged our movement. He's the one who is giving away people to die. They are always dying and being abducted after going to his office. Is that a coincidence? No. So you, in your stupidity, you think that Okiya Omtatah is going to help you. We had a blueprint. We had a plan. Follow it. Follow the plan. If you think that now is a solo game, if Caliph Cairo had listened to us, his circumstances would be so much different today. But now look at him. Stupid bastard. In jail. He's going to rot in jail. He has 3 cases tomorrow to answer. By the time he raises bail for those cases, God knows is when. All because you young people, hamtaki kuambilika, hamtaki kusikia, you think you know it all just because you have a Twitter account. Mutusikize sahi. And let me tell you, see ati muko na influence sana. It's not like you pack a lot of weight or heat. The system will naturally, there is natural selection. The system will automatically discard you once you depart from the overall objective, and the overall objective has always been and will remain to be Ruto must go. Comprende?
Mr. President William Samoei Ruto, wacha nikwambie kama Mkenya mwenzako, ile makosa utafanya kubwa tangu uzaliwe mpaka sasa umekuwa rais. Hii miaka yote umeishi hii dunia. Ile makosa utafanya kubwa kabisa in your life ni kutampa na hii kura inakuja 2027. Tunajua ulishinda deep state, ukashinda Raila na Uhuru walikishikana. Hatukatai. Lakini raundi hii it is you against Kenyans. Si Uhuru Kenyatta na Raila Odinga. Kura yenye unaweza pata 2027 ni Wakale and some few confused Luos. Sijasema wote, nimesema few confused Luos. The other remaining part of Kenya, we want you to go home. Na unaenda kuanguka hii kura inakuja. Tafadhali, don't tamper with this election. Ukishindwa, do the honorable thing. Nenda nyumbani, hatuta kusumbua. Nenda nyumbani utulie. Kwa sababu kazi kishinda mtu, anafutwa kazi. Tunaenda kukufuta kazi in 2027. Na wale watu ambao nilisikia Oscar Sudi akisema mtafanya 1+1 ya kura ilete 11 instead of 2. Msijaribu. Don't try it. Kwa sababu ukijaribu kutampa na hii kura inakuja. Ile maandamano uliona ya finance bill, ile ilikuwa warm up. Hiyo haikuwa maandamano. Na itakuwa ya Gen Z, itakuwa ya all ages in this country. Mpaka wale watu wenye wamekufa tutawafufua wakuje waandamane, and it will not be business as usual. Don't tamper na hii kura inakuja. Kwa sababu si wewe na Uhuru Kenyatta na Raila, ni wewe against us wananchi. I hope you ujumbe itakufikia. Najua sasa uko very busy, but I hope it will reach you. Ama itafikia watu wa karibu na wewe wenye wanafikiri wanaweza fanya 1 2 3 na hii kura inakuja urudi kwa kiti.